Hi, this is Sewing Machine Lust on eBay with an ATHENA 2000 electronic sewing machine. We usually do just metal mid-century machines, but I saw this at a really nice clean estate from one owner and thought it was so sleek and so slick that I brought it back to the workroom. And then I started sewing with it, and this right here is what I did without even knowing what the heck I was doing, pushing the buttons up here for different patterns. And look at the photo, you'll see very closely that those are great stitches. I mean, I would have thought that came from a very high-end machine, and this is obviously high-end functioning. I think it cost $800 when it first came out, so this is definitely going to be worth the price I'm putting it on eBay for. So anyway, let me just show you a couple of really quick features here. First of all, like I said, it's very sleek, and look in the photos for the side profile. It's really interesting, very different. And you see how there's really nothing sticking out to get dirty or dusty or cracked off? Now I have the camera set up high so you can actually see the spool pin in the back right, but from an eye level you can't. So it does look very nice. You can leave it out all the time. It does have this spool pin up here. You can go from small to very, very large, whatever you want to put on it. There's an eye back there that the thread goes to that you can go to a website, I hope he doesn't mind me telling you about, called, let's see, Sewing Machine 221, and for $5 you get a clip-on second spool pin because it is double needle capable. So that's a very, very small investment. Just make sure you get the cap if that's the kind of sewing you'd like to do. It is a slant shake machine, so it's very, very easy to see the material under the foot. Look at the photos again to see the profile. And I came back to the workroom and was amazed. I have a lot of feet that will fit this machine. And I even have all the plates that go here for different kinds of sewing. So let me show you that really fast. We have, let's see, straight stitch. This is a zigzag and all-purpose embroidery, whatever. This is a button foot. Zipper foot, left or right, so you can do any kind of zipper with that, which is awesome. This is an over edge, overcast binding one. Let's see, this is an all-purpose, this is a buttonhole foot, and these are all what it says in the manual that originally came with this machine. So I was really, really pleased I had that. Now this is a button foot as well. I'm not entirely sure that it fits this machine specifically, but it looks like the one that's in the manual, so I'm going to send it to you anyway. Let's see, let's get these out of the way. Let me show you something really cool and really quick. It does have specific plates to go with it, and they don't look like they have anywhere on them at all, and I did already have these in the workroom, so I was really pleased. We have a zigzag one, our embroidery, chain stitch, straight stitch, and this, if you look at it, is raised up, and it's a darning one, so you don't have a button to push for darning. You just put this plate on, and it covers the feed dogs. So, I mean, you have everything. And let me show you how easy it is to change this, because it's kind of magnetic down there. First of all, you have your bobbin, drop-in bobbin, so you never have to reach underneath or tip your machine over or do something crazy to kind of change the bobbin. If you're sewing along and you run out of bobbin, you can see right away with this little window that you need to fill it again. You open it up, follow the very simple instructions by wrapping the thread around, hit the foot pedal, wind your bobbin right away, clip it, keep on sewing. Okay, so let's raise up the feed dog. And again, that's a lot, look at that, that's a lot of space under there for a lot of fabric. Now, I don't think you need to, constantly sew leather on this, but you can if you want to. Okay, so this just slides right out, look at that. Lifts right out. New one slides right in. Magnets grab it down. How easy is that? Now let's change the foot. That one out. You lay the next one in, push down, next one in. What was that, a second and a half? It's a fantastic hard-working machine. Okay, so let's look over here, flip this down. These are all your knobs that usually are sticking out on the other machines. Your stitch width and your stitch length. Single needle, double needle. Close it back up, looks nice and slick. Very nice smooth finish, that kind of buttery, soft, enameled finish that Singer used to do. Tension disc for the upper thread. Really, really substantial, nice thread guides all the way down. Let's see what else we have. Okay, well, let's talk about the buttons up here. Straight stitch, see the light right there? Hopefully the camera's catching that for you. That's how you change what kind of stitch you want to do. Straight stitch, this is reverse, so if you're going forward you want a lock stitch, you hit that. As long as you hold it, it'll go in reverse. Okay? Over here on the right hand side, it's a little tiny knob. It's kind of flat. And what it does is, across here, you see your stitch patterns. You don't need any cams, it's all built in. But every once in a while you see yellow, yellow, yellow over the top. And where the yellow is what is being selected. So if I turn the dial, you can see your choices change. Okay, so let's say out of these choices here, the yellow one that's highlighted, I want to choose. So I'll push that button, the light shows up right there, the machine will stitch that. Okay, let's say we have this triple zigzag over here. It's highlighted in yellow in that section, you push it, it's going to stitch that one. And I tell you, when I did this sample right here, I changed it in a blink of an eye. Click on to the next one, click on to the next one. Now I did raise the needle before I clicked it to change a different stitch, just because I didn't want it to readjust to where it was supposed to be while it was stuck down in the fabric. Make sure you do not have the chain stitch plate on and you do not have the straight stitch plate on while you're doing these. Make sure you have the one that is large. Oops, sorry. That one right there. See how it's larger right here? So that whatever the design is, it can have the room to do it without breaking the needle. Okay, so your hand wheel is over here on the side. Very, very smooth turning, nice and tight and snug so that it's going to control the needle here. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, here's this really cool feature. The base right here is enclosed all the way around. And there's a couple of really good reasons for that. It keeps the dirt, the dust, whatever, out of it, which really makes a difference because over time all this debris as you sew away gets stuck down there, gets stuck in the dirt or whatever, and it gets dirty from underneath here. You're not going to have that issue at all because it's protected. And I've oiled and greased it a little bit down there, so that's going to stay nice and dust free. Also has this fantastic original design by Singer foot pedal called a clamshell. Nice and big, so you're not down there trying to figure out where your little tiny foot pedal is. You have lots of space. I think that's a fantastic thing. Now I do think the motor is 1.3 amps, which is super, super, super high and strong. I've seen some literature on that. I'm not 100% sure of that, but I'll keep on looking, and if I see it's different, I will change that in the listing. I want to thank you for checking this out. I really was totally amazed that this is such a great machine. So take a look at the really short video. I know this was a little long. The next one will be short. I'll show you doing some of the stitches, some of the different fabrics, and of course you'll get all those stitch samples in the box when you purchase it. I do have one last thing to mention to you. Over here on the right hand side is the on-off switch, obviously, but it also is off and then low and then high, so you can control how quickly you want to go. When you're doing a really, really intricate embroidery, you know, don't go super, super fast. You're just going to break a needle if you get a little crazy, but it's really cool that you can control it not only with the foot pedal, but with how much power is going to go into it from over here. Thanks for checking this out.